The time is just gone 8:31 a.m. and we continue showcasing and highlighting winners of the Minara Business Awards. And we know this year, once again, after the COVID pandemic, the awards will be taking place in Durban in October. And until now, we have been showcasing past winners and the various categories of awards at this event. And we are now going to take a look at the Young Entrepreneur Award now in 2019. Uzair Essack, and this is he is a director of the company called Riyp, RIYP, and he was the winner of this award in 2019. And it's going to be quite interesting him sharing his journey and experiences with us and what this award had actually meant to him. Uzair, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jummah Mubarak to you and welcome.
Wa alaikum salam, Jummah Mubarak to you and all the listeners, and Jazakallah for having me. It's an honor to be on the show.
Alhamdulillah, Uzair, I see you still got a lot of hair on your head. Your beard is black. Your mustache is black. So, you're still a very, very young man. Alhamdulillah, in 2019, you must have been even much younger. But that was quite a defining moment for you, young entrepreneur winner at the Minara Business Awards. Just take us through your journey, Uzair.
So you're right. The Minara Young Business Achiever Award was a defining moment because, alhamdulillah, after that I'd won many other awards and had a lot of other features after that with some of the biggest publications in the world like Entrepreneur Magazine and Forbes and CNN and many others. So that was almost like the first step or the gate which opened the door to all these other ones. So indeed, alumni, it was a life-changing experience.
Yes, just take us through, your journey and in the formation of RIPE, and also in terms of, what the initial, what it meant to you initially starting up, and also any challenges along the way to get to the point where you now became recognized or you got recognized for this award.
So, I mean, I've always been an entrepreneur from before I can even remember. I've always been trying to sell things, even from the age of 7 years old or earlier. And kind of one thing led to another. And Alhamdulillah, Allah gave me or blessed me with this business. And I just worked hard at it. And slowly but surely, I managed to grow my customer base from one customer in Saudi Arabia to 36 customers in 36 countries now, alhamdulillah, from all over the world. So I guess with any business and actually anything in life, whether it's a business, whether you going for a walk, whatever it may be, challenges will always arise. And I think it's just important. And this is what I did is I just had belief and faith in Allah. I continued to read my salah, continued to make dua throughout those challenges and knew that at the end of the day, it was out of my hands and in the Almighty's hands. And I think that's what continues to get me through the day, every day.
Yes, alhamdulillah, risk comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and one wouldn't earn a rand more or a rand less, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the provider of risk. Now, just looking at Ripe, what does Ripe do?
We are a fruit and vegetable export company. So that's the core of the business is we export fruit and vegetables from South Africa to 36 other countries.
And clearly, there must have been challenges along the way. And, for any young person, and, just providing advice, for someone embarking on any business venture, wanting to be an entrepreneur, what are some of the key considerations of there?
From my own experience, I can give advice and say that, I would, if I had to do things differently, is I would try and go a bit slower and not try and go too big too quickly. Because it's very easy to make mistakes that way, and mistakes can end up costing you a lot more. Everyone knows the statistics that most new businesses don't survive after the first 2 years, and I'm a strong believer that that's because they try and do things too quickly. While if you let your business grow organically, you'll make less mistakes, and the mistakes you do make are much smaller, so you have the capacity to handle them better. I also think, without a doubt, we know we're going to get challenges, like I say, with anything in life. And if you're going to try and give up or quit after the first few hurdles, you can't expect to make it past them. So I think it's important to have that perseverance and determination and know that it's the beginning. There's going to be challenges. You need to pay those school fees. And inshallah, after you've done that and you've been strong, then things can only get up from there.
Yes. Now, coming to the award, how did your nomination come about?
So my mother actually sent me the advert it was, and asked me to basically apply or nominate. Well, she nominated me, and then you have to go through an application process and answer a few questions. And Roche Gold and Young Business Achiever Award had their own kind of vetting process. So I had to go through that. It was quite thorough, which was actually good to see. To make sure that whoever they are honoring on that day is, legit and has achieved X amount of things. So that's how it started. And I was waiting eagerly after my application to see if I made it through to the finals, which I did. And I'm based in Cape Town, but the finals was in Joburg. So it was a good opportunity to go back home.
Yes, Alhamdulillah. And what did the award mean to you personally, your family? And I'm sure, you've got a wonderful support structure as far as your family is concerned.
Most definitely. So I think that was the first award, like I mentioned. So it was obviously very big for me, and it was, alhamdulillah, a stepping stone and a life-changing moment, because that led to many, many other things. The event itself was great. I mean, we had good company. There was good food. It was a nice networking event. There was some, light entertainment. I got to learn more about the sponsors. So overall, it was a very good experience. And then subsequently from there was other prizes besides for the monetary prize. There was also prizes which help you with business development and many other things. And I've been able to use that to my benefit to also grow my business. And I think for me, it was just it being that stepping stone and having my parents, there with me on the day, and my grandparents too. I'm sure they were very happy and proud. And that's all I wish to do, is to make them happy and proud.
Well, Alhamdulillah, it's very, very encouraging that, you make mention of your parents and your grandparents, because, once you have the du'as of your parents, once you have their pleasure, nothing can stop you, because this, we always hear, we always learn that, take your parents' du'as, and there is barakah in this, there are blessings in this. And Alhamdulillah, just your growth, I'm sure a lot of it, or a large amount of it, obviously is as a result of the happiness of your parents with you and their du'as there.
Most definitely. And I mean, the reason we do it is for them, right? We want to work hard to give them a good life, to give ourselves a good life, to make them happy, because they've sacrificed so much when we were younger to make sure we had the education, we had the knowledge, we had the means to set up our lives. And now that our lives are set up, all our duty is to repay them 10 times over.
Yes, this is obviously another lesson for many young people, that even when you're embarking on a venture, whether your parents are qualified or not qualified in any field that you want to embark upon, at the end of the day, just the mere fact that, you consult with them, you take their du'as, and that alone, would assist in going a long way.
I completely agree. And I think I'll continue to do so, so long as they're willing to give me advice and I'm not eating their head too much.
Well, Jazakallah for that. Uzair, once again, Alhamdulillah, we are happy for you, the successes that you've achieved, and also inspiring other people, as this Minara Chamber of Commerce, the Business Awards are coming up once again. And I'm sure there may be many other young people who are aspiring to get to where you have at this point in time. But we still continue making dua for you, for your family. Allah continue granting you success, inshallah, and grant you barakah in everything in life that you hope to achieve.
Shukran again so much for having me. Like I said, it's an honor to be here. And for any young listeners out there, I'm always willing and open to guide or give advice. So if you need some advice or you have questions, please feel free to reach out to me on social media, and I'll be more than happy to assist in any capacity that I can.
Inshallah, Ameen. Jazakallah for that, Uzair. All the best to you. Have yourself a wonderful Jummah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam.
Uzair Essack, Minara Business Awards winner, and this was the Young Entrepreneur winner in 2019. And he is the director of Riyp, RIYP, YP. And Alhamdulillah, it just gives us so much joy, so much happiness when young people achieve what they do. But I think more importantly is when one looks at the humility of, Uzair Essack, Alhamdulillah, and how much his parents, his grandparents, those that are close to him, actually mean to him. And this is also another lesson that, the elders and, we may have whatever we have, we may have degrees, we may be qualified, we may have everything in life, but just that simple bit of advice or even a nod of approval and a dua from your parents will go even a longer way in granting you all the success and all the barakah and blessings. And with that, we're going to go for a quick break. We come back. We have got Jummah inspirations coming up, and this morning, Alhamdulillah, we've got the administrator of Jamiatul Ulama, KwaZulu Natal, Maulana Abdullah Khan